Hello viewers, this is Hari. We welcome you to another episode of Retro Ticket. In today's episode, we will be revisiting S.A. Chandrasekhar's Naan Sigappu Manithan, starring superstar Rajinikanth, Bhagyaraj, Ambika and others. This movie is significant in Tamil cinema lore for the immortalization of the Robin Hood vigilante template and went on to inspire a whole generation of filmmakers in the 90s and 2000s led by director Shankar. S.A. Chandrasekhar was famous for his courtroom dramas starring Vijay Kant that outraged on topics of public interest, and Naan Sigappu Manithan is right up his alley. This movie came out in 1985 and in general at a time when crimes in India were pretty high, especially crimes against women. As someone from the 80s might remember, India was under license Raj, a few years post emergency, and had plunged into a decade of unrest, social disintegration, deterioration of public safety, and rampant corruption. Maybe not surprisingly, a lot of movies in the late 70s and early 80s had the word Sivappu or Sigappu in the title, with the red color symbolizing revolution or activism. The film opens with a sunset palette at the backdrop featuring cutout stills of Rajinikanth and Bhagyaraj, and the screen immediately turns red and then black when we see a hand rising with a pistol from the bottom, an overt signal on what the movie is about. Inspired by the 1974 Hollywood movie Death Wish, Naan Sigappu Manithan tells the story of a college professor Vijay, played by Rajini in one of his most iconic movie roles. After witnessing the brutal murder of his mother and the rape of his sister, he becomes a resentful vigilante, christened as Robin Hood by the public, and starts hunting down the thugs that ruined his family one by one. Rape was constantly normalized in Tamil cinema in those times to be used as a plot device, and this movie is no different. It has a share of cringe-worthy and near voyeuristic rape scenes and can be extremely disturbing to watch. Viewer discretion is advised. Ambika, as Uma, plays the role of a famous public prosecutor and Vijay's love interest. The romance between the lead pair is established in the second reel itself, a rarity in Tamil cinema, and this helps the makers focus on the plot straight away. While Rajini, as Robin Hood, is powerful and heroic, he is actually quite subdued and brooding. The guy who actually steals the show, thanks to all his amazing lines, is actor-director Bhagyaraj, who plays the role of CID officer Singaram, who is tasked with catching Robin Hood. This marked Rajini's return to dual hero subject after his success as a mass hero and a superstar. Bhagyaraj's Sherlock-like characterization and presence complements the idealism of Vijay and actually saves the film from becoming a morose and dark social drama. It is an open secret that Bhagyaraj wrote and directed his portions of the film and assisted S.A. Chandrasekhar in the screenplay, and it is his performance that really makes the movie entertaining for the masses. SAC is not a purveyor of subtlety, and he dives straight into the usage of red as an explicit visual metaphor throughout the film. The beggar's pocket in the opening song, the sofas, central carpet and decorative lights in Vijay's house, his colleague Ravi's house interiors, and even the carpet laid out in his college classrooms are all red. In a scene where Vijay registers a complaint to Inspector Harichandran, he wears a red shirt. The Robin Hood character wears a red scarf as the vigilante, as does CID Singaram. And most of Uma's saris in the film are primarily red or a mixture of red and white. The activism in the film is very clear from the very first shot, where we see Tamil newspaper clippings with headlines of crime, accompanied by the sound of gunshots in the background. And we cut to the opening song, Ellarume Thirudangadam, sung by Ilayaraja. Kavinyar Vali also doesn't hold back, churning out lines like Appavi Manusanalla Sivappa Maranam, an unassuming, unconventional yet fitting introduction song. The music was composed by Ilayaraja, who was credited as Isai Chakravarti and not Isai Jnani. Rajinikanth is perhaps at his most handsome in the classic Penmane Sangeetham Padiva, the song that rules the playlist of fans even today, despite a minimalistic picturization in a garden. Of course, this movie doesn't have a lot of scope for music. Even the song Gandhi Desame is helped more by powerful lyrics and a montage of documentary footages that depict India's fall into a public safety mess. This song rather vehemently drills home the point and uses caricatures of politicians shown fighting over a chair as Mother India cries for help. Despite its lack of subtlety, a generic plot, and a very convenient climax where the hero pretty much walks free, Nan Sigappu Manidan is an important, angry young man turned vigilante film that was quite successful at that time. We recommend you watch it for the engaging courtroom scenes, vintage Rajnikant charm, and some crackling Bhagiraj wit. It will also take you back to the 80s, help understand how much India has come along in the last 35 years, but still has some of the same core issues.
This movie is available on Amazon Prime and YouTube.
Do watch it and come back and let us know what you thought. That concludes this episode of Retro Ticket. See you soon with another special film from Tamil cinema's rich past.